that you're making money. That's going. Okay, so welcome everyone. That's another session for live trading for second day with money, and we're starting with some good news because Tierno just told us that he made some money on the market. Tierno said you had 7 losses and 15 wins.
15 wins, yeah.
Yeah,
15
and 7
profit trades.
Okay, that is very good. That is very good. So what markets did you play?
I'm playing with NZD, New Zealand dollar, and GBP.
Okay. You feel like those are
But
your
only one
markets?
because one day you advised us to choose one market to try to
Yeah.
understand that one very well, and then etc. Try the others. That's what I'm practicing right now, and I'm very happy. Maybe you can see
Oh
some.
yeah. I see it.
You
Nice.
see. I have
Nice.
some like this. You see,
Uh-huh. Oh
all
yeah,
this.
and New Zealand JPY.
Yes.
Amazing. I'm really happy for
Yeah.
you. I'm super happy.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
And how does it feel? Like that's your first win, man.
Yeah. The first thing I was very happy. I said, okay, and now I'm able to see the candle formation to understand this candle formation is a raising candle formation or
Hmm.
falling candle formation, something like that. So just when it pops out, I just okay, this is the time to enter the market.
Hmm.
So I enter the market, I do what I have to do. So I'm on the way for the profit, and actually it's working very well. I'm very happy,
Amazing.
and I thank you so much, and I thank this academy because thanks to you now, I start to understand. This is with my demo account, and I'm so when I start with the live one,
Hmm.
it's the same.
Yeah, it's the same. Like it's the same rules, It's just,
Yeah,
real money.
yeah,
But that's very good. I'm super happy that it started, working out for you. I was just about to
yeah,
ask, do you, because, I had a different plan for this webinar. I was like, okay, some of you, it's been like, almost half of the mentoring, for some of you not. And I was just about to ask you,
yeah,
how is your trading going? Are you guys trading or not? And then you just show up and you tell me like amazing news of your
yeah,
profit. That is super good. That's very good. So tell me, like,
yeah,
because you already have some experience, trading, opening, closing positions, do you have
yeah.
candle formations that are, let's say, more difficult to see for you than others, or everyone is like every candle formation is okay?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I use the two two or four candle formation basically.
Mm-hmm.
The first one it is the hammer. When I
Mm-hmm.
see the hammer, I can
Mm-hmm.
understand immediately this is the hammer,
Yeah.
and I know when it's up when the hammer is at the high position. I know it's gonna be like shooting star when it's
Mm-hmm.
high,
Yeah.
and when it's down, it's gonna be the hammer is the I can enter the position for the rising, and when it's up, it's shooting star. I can start selling.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see also this one, the piercing one, this one also I can understand the piercing one,
I can't
and
see
the when
you. I'm not sure if you're showing something because you turned off your camera.
to turn on my camera.
Oh no, I thought you were showing me something. I couldn't because your camera is off, but you don't have to turn it on. You said piercing, right? You use piercing?
Yeah. When I see piercing and when I see cloud cover, this is the one that I'm using actually,
Piercing and dark cloud cover.
and the hammer and the shooting star.
Okay, so those 4, I guess you know pretty well, right? Those are easy.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so there is another 4 then that if you like knew all 8, you would basically have like twice a chance to get more transactions. So we have to go over the
yeah,
other 4, right? We have to repeat those, and then it will be even better. So you
yeah,
have like, okay, so bullish, bearish, engulfing, morning, evening star. Okay, so we'll go through some of those today. So we can practice, and maybe we'll go on the market and try to find them. But first, because
yeah,
there's so much happening on the market right now, we can actually go and
yeah.
do and see all the markets together and see if there's something that we can maybe open a position, or if not, obviously we can just see if there were any opportunities this week. We already know that there were some because Thierno just presented us with 15 wins, so there definitely were some opportunities, so that's very good. Okay, so we'll do this, and then we'll go over some candle formations, and perhaps we will do other things depending of how much time we have. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen so you guys can see. All right, you should see my screen. I'm gonna go to MT5. Go to MT5, and we will start with GBP USD. Okay, so we're on H4 right now. But I know, Thierno, you're not trading this one. Mateusz, on the other hand, is in the advanced group, so he knows and has access to like all the analysis, but going by the sort of by the book in the basic way. As you can see here, there's another one we can actually practice right now, because there was a perfect opportunity today on GBP USD. You see this, those two candles, this, you know, this and this. Do you remember what's the name of that one?
The name of this one is dark cloud cover.
No, very close, because you're right. Dark cloud cover has a similar setup, but dark cloud cover, the black one, wouldn't be as big as the white one. So like if we I'll show you the difference, so then you can memorize it. So that's like this, and let's say like this, and I don't know why I make it so small like this.
Maybe I think bearish engulf or something like that. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. So this, okay. So here's the difference. I'm just gonna paint them as well. Black. Okay, so the difference and the easiest way to remember is this is dark cloud cover, and this is bearish engulfing. And the difference, as you can see, right, because in the dark cloud cover, the black body, obviously it's the second body from the formation, but it needs to be more than 50%, but that's pretty much it, right? So like if the 50% of the white one is pretty much here, it needs to be more than 50. But with the bearish engulfing, it needs to cover the whole thing, like, so at least 100%, right? So it needs to be the black candle, the second one needs to be either on this level here, but everything that is more than this is also acceptable for us. So in this case, we are looking at bearish engulfing, and it was a perfect setup because you can see at the RSI, this is 80 by looking at this, and also with the candle, let's go, this is H1. Yeah, the candle size is green. So as you can see, we can do the measurements as well. So you would already close your position because it will be like from here to here. This is 26 times 3, right? So 3-to-1 ratio. So it's easily 26, 40, 60, 78. So yeah, so you would close it right here. So a few hours, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, and you made money, right, on this one, on the live markets. So this was today. So this was happening for everyone who's watching it later as well. We had those opportunities because market right now is kind of sped up compared to last week. Last week when we were looking at the market, there wasn't much happening, but right now there is a lot. So like it's good time to actually open some positions and trade in the short term. However, we can also add one more thing, because sometimes, as you see, and probably there will be examples later on the market, sometimes, you know, we are in the profit, but it's not 3-to-1. And what some people do is they do scalping, right? So we haven't talked about scalping, but I don't know, Theodore, do you know what scalping is?
Scalping is a kind of holding short positions and take profit.
Yeah.
Profit like that.
So it's for a shorter period of time. This is also
Yes.
this is also okay and it's good. You don't have to always do like 3-1. However, this requires more, I would say, focus, because then if you're just scalping, okay, then you like actually sit for the whole hour and like 2 hours and just look for opportunities and like click all the time and be in the market for a very short period of time, right? Which is also good, but you don't focus then on 3-1 ratio, but like few pips here, like 15 pips here, 10 pips, and you just gain and you like gather profits for the whole time that you were scalping. But we'll see probably in the next markets, this will be a situation as well. But this one, perfect setup, 3-1. All the conditions are met. So this was today. That was very good. Okay, let's go to the next one. So we have Euro JPY. And again, for Euro JPY, we are an H4 time frame. And again, today, that's what happened. The RSI is 77, so that's perfect, right? And again, there is a candle formation. Tierno, can you see what candle formation there is?
Oh, where exactly?
So from the, I don't want to give you too much, but like in this area right here.
Here.
Yeah.
Yes, we can see a kind of shooting star, something like that.
Oh no, maybe Mateusz knows. I hope he does.
Yeah. I think it's these two candles,
Yeah,
and I don't remember English version, but it's bearish,
yeah.
engulfing.
Yeah, exactly. So Tierno is exactly the same as this one, the one what we just did on GBP USD. This is exactly the same, right? But different sizes of the candles. But again, first one is white one, and the second one needs to cover at least 100% of the white body, the first one. And this is exactly it, but sort of different proportions. But still, 75. I will go and see on the H4 on Euro JPY just to be sure about the candle size. It's H4. H4. Let me see. Not sure about this. Yeah, it's perfect. It's green. The black one is green, so that counts. And again, so this trade would still be open. This would be in the market because the risk here is, let's do it properly. The risk here is, so it's 68, okay, 68. So we would go into like 180, 80, around 200. So this would be probably somewhere here. That's where we take profit, but we're still in the market. And again, that's one of the situations where if you are a scalper, let's say on a smaller time frame, you could exit the market somewhere earlier, right? And don't wait for the take profit to hit. But this is up to you and to your strategy. Like you have to decide what is your strategy and how you're trading the market. But right now, if you open the position right here, you would be in profit. Okay, so that's Euro USD. And that was today again. For now, nothing is happening. Okay, let's move on to Euro USD. And again, Euro USD is very similar to GBP USD. As we said, they're pretty much maybe not identical, but very similar. And again, we're on H4. You can go to lower time frames, but that doesn't really change much. And here, did we touch it? Okay, so this is 74.51. So this one wouldn't technically, this wouldn't count because again, there is another setup here. Again, you probably know what that is. It's the same. So on every market, there was so far bearish engulfing, but the requirements, according to our knowledge and how we trade here, that wouldn't that wouldn't be it because it doesn't touch 75. It's going down, and if someone actually like disregarded that rule, then you would still be in profit. However, I wouldn't open a position here necessarily, according to our rules that we're doing. So we can move on to USD JPY. And here, let's go on H4, for example, and zoom out a bit and see if there was something we could do. So a lot of things was, as you can see, happening today. Nothing happening on H4. Let's go on H1. H1, nothing. So we can go on smaller time frames and see if there was anything today that we could have done. Let's go, for example, on M15 and see if there is anything. On M15, actually, on M15, it looks like there is an opportunity here, but let's just double check. So the RSI here is below 25. That's more for scalpers because we're on M15. So we wouldn't keep that position very long, only for a few pips. But here, there is another candle formation we can go over. So what's this, Thierno? Do you know this one?
This candle formation.
Yeah.
The two one.
Yeah, those
can
two.
Be.
Actually, sorry, you know what? Sorry, I made a mistake when I look at it because it's too quick because it doesn't give us the 50% at least. I'll measure it just in case. But I thought for a second it will be a piercing, but it cannot be because it's too small. It's just automatic. Let's look, 75, and this is. Oh, actually, wait, that is strange. 48. Let's do the measurements again. This body is, let's say, okay, 73. And this one, 26. No, so this cannot be, of course. I thought for a second is piercing, like I said, but this one wouldn't actually fit our requirements. So let's see if there is anything else on the smaller time frame. No. Okay, so we just leave USD JPY for a second. Let's move on to USD CAD and see if there is anything here. So first, let's go to H4. All right, so already we can see a candle formation. I wouldn't touch it for now, but I just want you to practice candle formations at this point. So if you could tell me what is this candle formation right here? Thierno, do you know?
It is bullish engulfing.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's perfect. Very well. It is bullish engulfing. It did go up. However, obviously we're not within the requirements because the RSI is like somewhere in the middle. So we don't look at it in terms of opening the trades. But let's just go on H4. We don't see anything interesting. Let's go on H1. Nothing on H1. So we can go to smaller intervals and see if there is anything that we could. Oh, I didn't want that. If there was anything, let's just have a look at the RSI because the RSI is coming up here. Right. So if you're a scalper, there is a setup for you as well, according to our knowledge. We just need to do precise measurements. So let's just measure this. This is 52, right? And this is 31. Okay, so if you're a scalper, this could be a setup for you, because right here, this is another candle formations that here that Tierno, you were saying that you couldn't, you weren't using. Do you remember the
Yeah, I
name of that
remember.
one?
I think it's gonna be Evening Star.
Yeah, exactly. This is the Evening Star. Because obviously the setup for Evening Star is 3 candles. First one needs to be white, like the one here. Then the second one is with a small body, so perfect. Doesn't matter if it's black or white. And then the Evening Star, the last body, the third one, is black, and it needs to be at least 50% of the size of the first body, so the white one. And this is exactly the setup that we needed, because if we measure this body has 52, so like 5.2, and this one has 52, and this one has 33. So it's more than a half, so that's perfect. So technically, you could open your position right here. That was like 30 minutes ago, right? And be in profit for take 2, 3, 5 pips, for example, and just exit, right? And just disappear. Because the RSI was above 75, the size we would have to check. Looking at the other sizes, I believe that would be correct. But obviously, if you open a position, you make sure not just think that it's okay. Just make sure, look at the indicator that we all have on the computers, and open a position. Okay, so let's go on Audi USD and see here. First, start with the H4 just to see if there was anything interesting. Nothing here. So we move to H1, and on H1 there is an interesting thing. So few things. We had our webinar last time on the 17th, and here I can see on the 18th there was already something happening. So let's just zoom in on that one. Whether it's good for us, let's see. If not, we'll move on to more recent one. Okay, so 26, that doesn't quite do it. So right here, there was a good setup for us to make some money. However, we are not below 25. We are 26.11. So according to the rules, I wouldn't touch it. As you can see here, there is a bullish engulfing. Those two would do bullish engulfing. And then you would actually go up and make money. However, requirements are not met. So this one I would leave alone. But there is something here. Yes. So let's zoom in. So right now, if you look at the RSI shows 75.17, which is very good for us. Now we look at the candle formation. Do we have a candle formation here? Do you guys see anything? Let's do the measurements just in case.
If the black one is around 50% of the white one, we've got bearish engulfing. No, sorry, dark cloud cover.
Yeah, exactly.
I always.
I mean, they are. I confuse them sometimes as well, even in Polish or in English. But yeah, I mean, as long as you know the shape, then that's okay. So like this is what. Oh wait, it's not actually accurate. The accurate is here. So this is 182, and this is 95. So this is okay. So this is 190. So It's just about 50%, which is, like you, Mateusz, said, it's dark cloud cover. And again, if you are trading, that was 24, so that was today in the morning, you could have opened a position for sell right here. That position would still be in the market, unless, because you would open it like here in this place. So you would still be in the market. So far, you would be around 15 pips in profit. And this is up to you, whether you are doing 3-to-1 ratio, as we show you, or you're like for short movement, just take some money and go. That all depends on your business plan. But yeah, this is a dark cloud cover, and that was today. So you could have, made some money. On Dow Jones, so you guys already know that we don't touch Dow Jones unless you have like $5K or euro on your deposit account. So we can obviously have a look on H4. On H1, there is nothing happening. On H4, we're very close to the RSI. That was 25, but obviously not close enough. So let's go on like smaller time frames, just out of curiosity. Well, so if you're into scalping, you could have made some pips right here. That's the first setup, 23rd of October, 11:15. So that was yesterday. If we zoom in, let me just like a timestamp here. If we zoom in, we have another candle formation. As you can see, there's only 8 of them. So like they're gonna be pretty repetitive. I would even say the 2 candle formations are more, they happen often than like hammer or shooting star, in my opinion. But obviously not always. That always depends. But would we make some money here? Let's have a look. Yeah, we would actually. So this candle formation right here, that one, we need to go over it as many times as it's needed, so you guys like know it by heart. You wake up in the middle of the night and you look at it and you're like, okay, that is. And now the question is to you, like, what is that candle formation? Those 2 candles, the black one and the white one.
I have a question here.
Mm-hmm.
So this first one, this looks like bullish thing, right? This one.
This one here.
Yes.
So
Can you come? Wait, we come lead forward here, please.
What way? Where do you want to go?
Show me your screen, please.
You don't see the screen.
I see. Wait.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, from my side is everything okay.
Okay. What about you, Tierno? Can you see my screen?
Wait, I did it. Yeah, I switch a little bit full screen.
Do you need to reset something, or is okay?
I just see. Wait.
Oh, I think Tierno had to restart his computer because he's gone. So I'm guessing he'll be back in a second. So we can wait for him because I think he has a question in regards to that candle formation. but I mean, well, to anyone who's watching us later on, I hope that you guys know that obviously this is not bullish engulfing, because bullish engulfing would need to be, we need to cover at least 100% of the first candle, which is the black one right here, right? So this one obviously doesn't cover the black candle, the body of the black candle. Therefore, it is not a bullish engulfing, but it's something else, which is piercing. Tierno is connecting in. Can you see the screen now?
Yeah, I see it now.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, I was saying you go a little bit right.
The right, okay, wait.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
No, no, come on. Wait, where you were, you count just maybe few, you come back where you were.
Yeah.
Okay, wait there. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then 12 candles. I see this one. From where you are, and you go to the right, go to the right.
Yeah. How many candles?
Go 10 candles, something like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
12,
10,
12.
11, 12. Yeah,
12,
yeah.
12,
Yeah.
12. Okay, this after that I have to here. What is this one? This is can be bullish engulfing.
Just to make sure that we're on the same page, are you talking about because and I go to the right, 1, 2,
Yeah, to the right,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I see
13,
this is a
13,
shooting
13,
star, right?
13 and 14. This 14 one, this 14.
Yeah.
Here, yes, these two. This can be bullish engulfing.
This one, this and this, those two?
Yeah.
Well, then you have to measure. So like we would see the size of this candle first. So let's see, like this is 164. Wait, because this is the first one. Well, yeah, actually, because you were talking about the bullish engulfing, I was talking to the measurements, but yeah, because the black one is first, and then the second one needs to cover at least 100%, and it does cover 100%. So yeah, that would be a bullish engulfing, but obviously, like when you look at the requirements, they are size in the middle, right? But yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to ask a question. Yes. From this bullish engulfing, you count to 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 one, the 11th one.
To the right.
From there, yeah, go to the left, to the right side.
1, 2,
Go
3,
right.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
This 11 can be what? Something like dark cloud cover.
So you mean wait. So you mean those ones?
Yeah.
So dark cloud cover, yes, because the first one is white, right? And the second needs to cover at least 50% of the first one, which is white, and it definitely covers 50%. So this is dark cloud cover. But again, the requirements, it's not 75.
Yes. I just before talking about the requirements, I want to ask. Now we have seen bullish engulfing, which shows us that the market is going to be high. And a few candles after, we have seen dark cloud cover, which shows us that the market is going to be down, right?
Yeah.
This situation, how can I act? Should I hold the position or exit the position? So
again, this is something to your strategy and your business plan. So you would have to decide if you want to actually go for example, few pips here and there and be like on the market very quick. Because remember, right now we're M15 time frame, so this is happening very fast. So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like two 3 hours. So on H1, it will be like one candle basically. So on those smaller time frames, when you see something like this, definitely when you see some profit, I would just exit the position. But you know, this is very it can sometimes trick you, because sometimes you will be like, oh, okay, so bullish engulfing, it's perfect going up because we say RSI is below 25. Then you have like bearish engulfing. Oh, so you think you're gonna fall, but no, it's just not enough because the impulse is so strong, it's gonna go up, even though you had bearish, you know, like not even bearish engulfing, dark cloud cover, for example. So again, this is up to your strategy. Like if you are more comfortable with holding a position for, let's say, you know, few pips just to make some money and leave very quickly, then okay. But if you are holding it for longer, then you just, you know, check the requirements. If everything is there, you set 3-to-1 ratio and you just wait. And you see it might go up, because if it was the bullish engulfing and it was, you know, with all the requirements, it might go up even more, even though there was bearish engulfing afterwards. Plus, when you opened, let's say you opened a position here, right, in this place, and let's say the RSI was actually below 25. Then when you open a position, you obviously didn't know that, you know, in like few minutes or like an hour, there's going to be a bearish engulfing. So you're already in the market. So there are two options. You just wait, because that's what you have to do, and those are the rules, and it might go up even further, and you might lose potential profits later on just because, you know, you saw something. Or if your strategy is to be on the market on very short periods of time, like you do some scalping, because I remind you we're on M15, then when you see some signals that are like, okay, it seems like might go down, you just exit the market, right? And that's how you should play it. So to answer your question again, this is totally up to you and your plan on how to want to do it, right? But you know the rules.
Thank you so much, because I had that question in my notebook.
Mhm.
So this was an opportunity to ask it, because I have seen two candle formations,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was the right time to ask, and I'm satisfied. Thank you so much.
Perfect. No, that's perfect. That's you should do. Like in your free time, or like during the week when you trade and you see something, just write down the questions and then come here. That's why we meet here, so we can actually talk about this. And then, you know, you're more comfortable and confident when it comes to trading. So I hope I answer your question, right?
Yeah. You answered well. You answered well. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Okay, so just to come back to this setup here, we're on M15. So if there was obviously, this is piercing, because it's not bullish engulfing, because it's not big enough, the white one. So you could open a position here and just ride for, you know, few pips, let's say, and leave, right? Because it's more for scalpers again. Okay, but this is Dow Jones. Let's just look at gold very quickly and see if there is anything recently that happened. And well, yes, there was. So like 23rd, we're on H4 now. So we have right here a candle formation. So first, requirements. The RSI is above 75. It's like 79. And there is a candle formation between those red lines. I think Thierno, you actually know that one pretty well, because you said that you use that one. Do you see it?
Yeah, the shooting star.
Yeah, exactly. So that shooting star was actually it was what?
Oh,
I think
75.
today? No, it was yesterday. No, the 20th, 4 days ago. So 4 days ago, there was a shooting star, and you could obviously open the position. That position would still be in the market, and slight profit, I guess, you would still be on. The stop loss would be above the shooting star. If we go in smaller intervals, there might be something happening. Let's see, 20th. No, this is still a shooting star that would go down quite nicely, actually. Let's go on smaller time frames for now. Let's see if there was something. Oh, yes, there was. M15 today, around between 1 and 2 o'clock, there was a setup for scalpers on smaller time frame. So do you guys see it? the RSI here is below 25, and there is a candle formation right above it. You guys see?
It looks like hammer.
Hammer, which one? Where?
Yes. Where is the RSI below 25?
Mm,
No, it's not hammer.
this one, you mean?
It's not hammer. And the bullish engulfing. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, not bullish engulfing, the other one, right? Piercing.
Piercing, thank you so much.
Yes. So it's piercing. It's, well, I mean, I see, because the candle formations that have only one candle are sort of the easiest to remember and the easiest to watch. That obviously, if you measured it later and you see like, oh, it's a hammer, I think. So how can you know? Obviously, because hammers are, they have, you know, the body needs to be in the upper 30% of the whole candle. So how do you measure this? Well, first of all, you need to know what's the size of the full candle. So like, let's just look at it here. So we see it's 840, let's say, for easier maths, right? And here you have 326. So if you like actually multiply 326 times 3, so you know that then it will be more than 900. So you know that it's not within 30%, is bigger than upper 30%. So this one is obviously not a hammer after you measure. When you look at it, like, yeah, it can be a hammer, I don't know. But then you measure it and then you know. But like you said, there is a white one right here. And that gave us a beautiful piercing right here. And obviously, that would be quite a nice one because it still goes up. And again, it's on M15, so you would maybe just leave somewhere around here if you had enough pips for profit for according to your plan of whatever you want to do, or just keep the position longer. That would be up to you. But again, that was a good opportunity, and that happened today. So like I said, today was quite a lot of things happening on the market. I also have Bitcoin here, but to be honest, like we spoke about this, crypto is very easily influenced by other sources. So I would necessarily wouldn't look at it. We can see if there was anything interesting. So let's see, we're on H1 on Bitcoin. And if we had to look, so here we're above 75 quite easily. And there is a candle formation right here. Those two. So again, we would have to do some measurements. The full candle, because at first you would see like, oh, a shooting star. So let's see if that would be a shooting star. This is let's say 118277. I'm not sure what's the quotation here. 45. So this is 4590. So no, I guess that probably wouldn't be a shooting star, but you have another body right here. So those two together form, what do you guys think? Bearish engulfing, you said. Bearish, right? Because I had bullish.
Bearish.
Yeah, bearish, because obviously the first one white, the second one black, and it's at least it covers at least 100%, and that's exactly what it does. It has quite a lot of quite a long shadow, but remember, you know, we talked about how to play traps or how to avoid them. And definitely there were two or three options technically that you could do when you do traps. We can go over it later. However, right now you would be in, again, small profit because the price was like fluctuating, and we'll see what's going to form here. However, this is Bitcoin. This is not what we usually trade. This is more of a bonus sort of thing. We can go in smaller time frames to see what happened, but there was nothing, not much happening. We can also go on GBP, JPY, because here there is something I would like to talk about that we, in our mentoring, we haven't spoken about this, and this is quite important because we don't talk about it in the course, but sometimes on the market, you will see it happening. So this is good to remember. So like, okay, we're on H1 on GBP, JPY. And right here, I see that the candle, the RSI was very close because it was like 74.27. But according to the rules, it's like, okay, it's not 75, so I can't open a position. But first of all, let's see what candle formation is here. Do you guys see a candle formation that started that nice fall? Those two.
This too, we have a dark cloud cover.
Yeah, perfect. That's exactly it, that dark cloud cover. Obviously, if you're not sure, you just have to measure. So when you measure, it's 143, and then this one is 83. So that's perfect because like 83 points times 2, it's definitely more than this. So it's 50%. So we know that, but we can't open a position because it's below 75. There is one exception to that rule, and this is this. If you look at the RSI and you see that the RSI was above 75 earlier and the price have gone up even more and we want to do sell, then this is okay to open a position even though it doesn't touch, because it touched it previously and it went even higher because we want to do sell. So to make it clear and like as clear as possible, you are allowed to open a position if the candle size is there, if there is a candle formation, but the RSI is not above 75. It's like, let's say it's very close, but it's not there. If the RSI has gone up above 75 earlier and the price have gone up even higher. And the same with buy positions. Let's say you have a hammer, but the RSI is 26 or 27, 26.50 something, whatever. And you see that earlier, the RSI was below 25. It was like, let's say 24, but then the price have gone down even more. And then the RSI wasn't below 25, but there was a hammer. Then again, you are allowed to open a position. Does this make sense?
Yes, I understand.
Perfect, perfect. So this is the only rule that when you see the RSI is not there, like, oh, damn, I'm not sure, should I open a position? I can't open a position. So then you look back and then you see, for example, if you want to sell, and we'll see like, okay, so the RSI was above 75, that's perfect. And then the price have gone up even more. So it's even better to sell. So you can do it. And you can see a perfect example. Like after this, it was just like, it was amazing move. Like even like the risk was very small in this situation. The risk was like this, so 1.2, so that would be like, so you would close your position by take profit somewhere around here, I would say, and then you had like the twice of that movement. So that was amazing setup to make some money, and that was today in the morning. So today was a lot of opportunities happening on the market. So if we just to sum up and just like to remind, you are allowed, for everyone who's watching it later on, you were allowed to open a position, for example, for sell. even though when the RSI is not hitting 75, if earlier the price, the RSI was above 75, and the price after that went even higher if you want to sell. If you want to buy, it's the same. You can do buy even if the RSI is like, let's say, above 25 a bit, but before it was below 25 and the price went down even more. So this is then okay. This is the only exemption when you can, let's say, skip the RSI or like not take it as a sort of very concrete rule. Okay, so those are all the markets that we have gone through. The only thing I wanted to just make sure I can stop sharing the, or actually no, this is something I can post with you. This is more of a bonus actually, because we're sort of slightly about to finish. I just wanted to show you one thing, which is the Forex trading session. I can even put it on the chat. You can take a screenshot. It's more of a bonus because as you know, the Forex is and is trading. We can trade it from Monday to Friday. This is absolutely fine for us. But there are in total 4 trading sessions in general. So there is the earliest one. Let's say it's the Sydney one. So like the Australia region. Then you have the Asian session, which is Tokyo. Then you have the European one, which is London, and then New York session, which is the American session. And this is UTC time. And UTC time basically for us, for Poland, because like I'm in Poland, let's say the London session, so our European session, it starts at 8 according to this. So if I'm not mistaken, for Poland, it's +2, so it starts at 10, I believe, and then for Cyprus that would be another hour, so that would be 11. But let's just see what's the UTC time now, just to make sure. And again, you can trade anytime you want. This is not something like a requirement. It's just good to know because sometimes you will see more speed in the market, and that's usually why. Okay, so it's right now it's 4:57 UTC time, and I have almost 7 p.m. And this is exactly what I was talking about, right? So like 8 p.m. So for us, it's 10. For you, Thierry, no, because you're in Cyprus, it's 11. That's where our trading session starts. And those blue sort of thicker lines are when the volume is bigger. So as you can see, the end of London or like European session and the beginning of New York session, when the America wakes up, this is where we have a lot of action. And very sort of, you can see it a bit like in Sydney and the beginning of Tokyo session. That's where there is also more movement, but definitely around, well, let's say we are more in favor, because when we are during our day, there's the most volume. So the most sort of action is happening. And when you look at today's sort of thing, what happened, that's usually, it's right, because most of the times was very similar to this, like around 12, around even 11, 3 p.m. So this was where the most things happened when we analyzed today. That's where the volume was the most increased, let's say. So this is more of a bonus, like it's available basically everywhere online. Like I said, we can trade from like Monday to Friday, so that's okay. Crypto we can do on the weekends, I guess, but this is more of a sort of interesting fact and good thing to remember. If you see some speed in the market, sometimes it might be because of this. Okay, so like we're basically 1 minute until the end. If there is, do you guys have any questions? Is there anything you want to go over?
Yes, I have one or two questions.
Yeah.
The first one is there a link between the time frame of the market? For instance, F15, the market is going high, and can it show us that in H1 market can go high also?
Well, you need to just remember that obviously on the smaller time frames like M15, M30, there's going to be a first indicator that something might happen. However, you know, this is just a part, like M15, some candle formation F15 is a little part of a huge H4 candle. So even though on M15 you might have like amazing bullish engulfing and you think the price will go up, this little bullish engulfing is actually a small part of, like, let's say H4 shooting star, if you know what I mean. So always start from the bigger picture. Like go from, like, you know, even D1 to see what's the general situation, then go to H4, then to H1, and like see smaller ones, because the tiny move on M15 might not be seen on H4, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And the second question is, what's the difference between what they say risk reward and win rate?
Say it
Risk
again.
reward and win rate.
Oh, risk reward is like the risk reward ratio, right? So like when we say, for example, that you can lose this, but then you said, like, let's say your reward will be this, for example. So you'll see like the proportions of this to this. And the second one was what? Win
Rate.
Win rate. So probably like your profitability, like how many times you actually made money on, what's your profit, let's say, how many times you were, you know, in profit.
Okay, thank you so much. So this was the questions that I had. Thank you so much.
Okay. I don't know if Mateusz has any questions. I guess not. But if if you do, like, shoot it.
For me, it's clear. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. So I guess I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you for coming today, and hopefully see you next week, and we'll do some more analysis, and we'll go over some stuff as well. So thank you again, and have a great evening.
Thank you so much. Have a good evening.
Oh, and Tierno, again, congrats on your profits.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Pleasure, man. Bye, Mateusz.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. Take care, guys.